Subsidizing a partner's dysfunction creates a specific kind of exhaustion, the physical realization that your internal reserves have run dry from funding a lifestyle that offers nothing in return. When a partner consistently drains your energy without contributing to the household or the heart, they cease to be a romantic interest. They function as a depreciating asset, a vehicle with a blown gasket taking up premium space in your life while losing value every day. Chasing a heartfelt explanation from someone who refuses to change requires an additional deposit of energy into a failing enterprise. To stop the loss, you must treat the desire for closure as the first liability to be cut from your books. Prolonging this investment leads to emotional bankruptcy. By overinvesting in a stagnant partner, you are forced to move funds from your own peace of mind to artificially inflate his worth, leaving your own accounts empty. Traditional advice suggests open communication, but you wouldn't keep depositing cash into a bank that is actively burning down. Negotiating with a toxic investment only provides the capital for it to continue draining you. When the cost of maintaining a bond exceeds the value it provides, the relationship is a liability on your personal ledger. Categorizing it correctly is the only way to stop the bleed of your personal equity. Let's run the numbers on an emotional escrow account that has slipped dangerously into the red. We classify this specific type of partner as a non-performing loan. They owe you baseline effort and consistency, yet they remain perpetually late on their emotional payments. This chart tracks your output against their accountability. You supply 100% of the labor for zero returns. Attempting a closure talk is an unpaid internship yielding no gain. Covering his emotional payroll drains your core capital to subsidize his negligence. You cannot extract dividends from an empty account. Demanding closure from a partner who has already defaulted only drives you further into debt. When a portfolio reaches this level of toxicity, the mandated response is a soul tie foreclosure, the mechanism to legally and spiritually sever the bond. Society frames ghosting as a cold, socially taboo act. In reality, it is a strategic liquidation of an asset that has already reached zero. The execution is immediate. You delete the contact, wipe the liability from the ledger. You cease all energetic deposits. Predatory partners use love bombing to create spiritual inflation, a deceptive bubble that masks their draining nature. A total cessation of contact is the only way to burst that bubble and see the asset for what it truly is. Executing a foreclosure is a ruthless act of self-preservation. It is the only way to protect your remaining emotional net worth. Once the asset is liquidated, your emotional ledger clears. With the drain removed, your internal credit score returns to healthy levels. This is the single girl refund. It represents the quantifiable time, energy, and peace reclaimed from the liquidated relationship. You do not reinvest this capital into another speculative romance. You channel it into your own assets, allowing your personal equity to grow through compound interest. The romantic market has one absolute rule. A smart investor refuses to do business with any individual who forces them to operate at a loss. Your peace of mind is completely tax-exempt. By strategically relocating your emotional assets, you ensure your internal reserves remain shielded from future liabilities.